Welcome to John's Bourbon and Bag Reviews, where it's four baggers or four fingers of bourbon. Either way, you win. So today we got an interesting show. We got a little bit of different, little bit of bourbon whiskey combo with some very, very new bags that just came out. So why don't we start talking about the bourbon? So this is Sqrrl Peanut Butter Whiskey Bourbon. It's made by Beam Sundries. So they do the Jim Beam apple, maple, honey. So they're one of the largest outlets for your alcohol going on right now. So what you get right here is, if you don't know much about peanut butter whiskey, it's not very, this one's about a 70 proof, so it's about 35% alcohol. When you think about that, this one will not get you, it's not as harsh of a whiskey as some, so it's kind of mellow. And so if you were looking for a more abrasive whiskey combo, this would not be something, but someone that's interested or getting into whiskey, this is one you'd go to. What I did here is with the Sqrrl, we're going to kind of do a little mixture. So let me open it up here. Now, the first smell you get, I love the smell of this. It's almost like when you open up a jar of peanut butter, that first smell you get, very peanut butter forward, but afterwards you get a little vanilla, a little butterscotch in it as well. So it's very mellow. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pour a little bit here in the cup, and then just pour a little bit of root beer in there. So this is called a Lynchburg beer. Usually it's made with Jack Daniel's whiskey, but for this I'm going to do root beer. When it combines with the peanut butter whiskey, it almost makes it like a cream soda. So why don't we go ahead and give it a little taste here as well. Oh man, first thing you smell, you get the peanut butter followed by the root beer. It's very interesting profile, because you get a little bit of the peanut butter in the beginning, and then you get the root beer, and then you get that almost sweet butterscotch taste at the end. I really enjoy this combo. Another combo I could suggest, if you have it, if you end up going with this whiskey, if you get like a grape soda, match it with a grape soda. It almost tastes like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I've had that many a night myself. It's very tasty. As you can see, I've drank a good bit of this peanut butter whiskey. So let me go ahead and get another taste here, because it is really daggone tasty. If you want to kind of make a mixed drink late in the evening, kind of summertime, this is a great drink to have out sitting outside. Lucky enough today, it's actually warmed up a little more than it's usually been here. But as far as that is a good combo to drink. But let's get to the bags. What we have here are the Ultra Viper Bees. These are made for the color combination. If you kind of look at it, you watch the Super Bowl, these are kind of the Bango colors, they called it. These, I've just kind of, to break these in, did my typical method, threw them in the washer with a little bit of fabric softener, tumble dried them for 40 minutes. And as you can see, they got a little flop to them. So these are actually very nice material, very hole friendly. The front here is about an 7-8 they say, depending on cold or warm boards. The back here, it is a 4/5. So what I tell people is, the cooler the board, the damper the board, these will slow down to a 4. If they're hot, dry boards, they'll run about that 5. So today we're probably going to be in between that here. But I will tell you, these bags have one of the most amazing seams out there, because you can barely see it. I have trouble because I like throwing the opposite side of the seam. And these, I have to remember the Pro Seals up top, and then the B and the stars up top on the slow side. So, and it has that very small bead feel. Viper's kind of Ultra cornholes kind of known for. They will slide in. These are definitely a bag that you can sit there and slide in The slow side, you can throw some blockers. That fast side, you definitely push through. But they are very nice bags. They will break down a little more as you throw them. I've only thrown them a little bit just because with our backyard situation being so muddy and then out in the driveway, with this material, it's not as durable as some bags. So it does tend to get little seam tinkles and little pulls. They do suggest using Sharpies online to kind of cover that up. But why don't we get out and see how they throw them today? How's that sound? All right, and just to tell you a little about the boards today, it's about 54 degrees out. They've been out all day, so they're in between dry and cool. That far down there in the sun might be a little warmer than these because these are now in the shade, but there's very little humidity, a little bit of wind as it's been the last few weeks, but let's see how they do. Long. Off. This right short, so throwing a lot of slow sides to get used to the speed of them. Didn't throw too much today. That one went a little deep, but you know, now that the afternoon's warmed up and toward the evening, the wind's starting to come in a little more, so that should make this a little more interesting. Just a little short. I'm gonna see if I can push it right here. So fast side, got it. Didn't get to follow, but at least I pushed that bag in. As you can see there on the colder side, they don't push as much. So, and into the wind. That last bag I threw up there got caught up the wind a little bit and I missed it. I tried to throw a little harder. See, if they get near the hole, they'll go in. It's just getting them there. That board's running a little quicker just because it's in the sun. Oh, I'll get up. As I told you, I haven't thrown this baby more than 5 times so far, but I do like throwing them. But as you throw them in, they're going to get a little more floppier and melt in the hole more. Right now, they're just kind of hanging up a little bit. But if you hit the center, they'll go in. Unless you push it far right. You really have to, with the colder board, you really have to throw a little harder. They tend not to run as much, but on the far end, they'll run. Let's go ahead and just throw one more this way, slow side, so you can kind of see the difference a little bit. When the board's a little warmer, it will run a little bit. That one ran a little bit. That one I landed right on the hole, pretty much. Oh, not what I want to do there. Try to throw it in, push it a little right. I know you didn't have to try to catch that one there. And throw this down here, see what it's like. There you go. Pushed it in, but just missed the center there. So I'll sit here and throw the fast side here now. See how they do on the fast side. You should see a big difference in between the bags when I throw them on the fast side versus slow side. So this should be entertaining. This is where you might see a bill just because I'm a little, don't want to run over. See the big difference there. If I get in the center, the loft they'll go in. They are very, very friendly going in that way. Oh, I left it short, but they definitely run a lot more on that fast side than the slow side. That's why I don't normally throw these fast side unless I have to push.
I thought you were talking to yourself for a second.
So
You talking to yourself?
you can see the fast side there. That will fall. That fast side, if it gets around the hole, will go in. That one just touched it. Oh, see how quick it is? And what I'll do is I'll do another, maybe one or two down backs and kind of see how they go. Throw the bags as they need to, but at least you can see now the big difference between the fast and slow side. Because you can definitely see they'll run on that fast side. That slow side definitely is a big difference. A lot of people like that bag because of this. So you can definitely throw right down the middle, like that, with the slow side. And maybe throw the fast side and catch it, which pushed it a little right there. But you just touch it, it goes in. Just a little left there. They are a push bag. They are. Fast side is really quick. They're slower than regular Vipers. They don't have dots on the back side either, which people are confused with a little bit. Because your regular Vipers have the dots. See, I'm just coming up a little short. Just missed that push. It's hard on this side with the fence there to get that push because I got to go really out wide to throw it to get that push, but fence here makes it hard to throw it that wide. So let's just go down, see if I can finish out strongly here. Throw some good bags and see what happens. Just missed. Throw it low and hard, it goes in pretty much every time. Ah, left. To get them to run up there, just gotta throw them a little flight, I'm a little lower than I normally do. Just because they kind of catch up a little bit. But we'll see what this one does. Coming back here towards you. Another one right there. Boom! Air mount to finish. So, as you can see, these bags, if you're playing normal fast boards, they run pretty good on my boards. Sometimes they run a little slow, but I do enjoy throwing them. They're very versatile bags. They have a good feel. The more they get broken in, the better they'll run. Ultra, you just gotta kind of look at their Facebook page. They sell out really quickly. These limited edition ones, they sometimes will run, you know, 100 to 100, 135 with $13 shipping, but that's kind of their go-to. They're one of the better known bag companies in the game right now. A lot of pro players throw them. They got the Widows and the regular Vipers, which I'll be doing in the future. If you want to see another Ultra bag, let me know. I have a few on Ultra. Please let me know, comment, like, and please subscribe, and see you on the boards.